Hello students, welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Rajwant from DAV College Jalandhar. Today we are going to talk on module Consumer Behavior from paper Marketing Management, and after completing this module you will be able to understand the concept of consumer behavior. You will be able to explain the determinants of consumer behavior, and you you can describe the consumer buying process. So let us discuss what is consumer behavior. It is basically an orderly process whereby the consumer interacts with his or her environment, whether it is social or psychological, economic, for making purchase decision. It is all social, psychological, and physical behavior of individuals who are the end users of the products or services as they become aware of, evaluate, purchase, use, and tell others about products or services. Consumer behavior, it is basically reflected in buying activities and includes communication, purchase, and consumption behavior. So what is the need for studying consumer behavior? The study of consumer behavior, it is an attempt to understand as well as to predict the human actions in buying role. Knowledge of consumer behavior and factors that influence consumer behavior are important for the marketers to achieve the objective of consumer satisfaction. The consumer search or consumer behavior related research enables marketing executives to predict a reaction of consumers to promotional messages and to understand why they take the purchase decisions the way they do it. So it helps in formulating effective marketing programs and serving the target markets in a most profitable way. Determinants of consumer behavior. A consumer behavior is dynamic and complex. It is influenced by various factors. These factors are broadly classified as economic, socioculture, and psychological factors. Economic factors. As per economists, consumer is a rational person. He has perfect knowledge about market. He tries to get maximum value for each unit of money and efforts spent. However, his buying behavior is affected by his personal income, family income, income expectation, level of standard of living, and consumer credit available. Personal income. Personal income is the reward for a person's economic efforts. It gives him purchasing power, that is, capacity to buy goods or services. In marketing sense, personal income in gross terms is not relevant. Rather, disposable and discretionary personal income, these are important to study the consumer buying behavior. Disposable income means the personal income available with the consumer after making necessary payments like taxes, interest charges, debt repayment, etc. This is the residual income which a consumer can use the way he likes. And any change in disposable income affects a consumer's buying decisions. An increase in disposable income, it will lead to more consumer spending and even more demand for luxury items, whereas increase in disposable income results in less consumer spending. Then comes discretionary income. It refers to the residual disposable income which is left with the consumer after meeting minimum subsistence needs, that is, basic needs like food, clothes, shelter, etc. So these are the basic needs of the family. So after fulfilling these needs, the residual disposable income is called as discretionary income. So an increase in discretionary income leads to more consumer spending, usually on products that raise standard of living like television, air conditioner, computer, refrigerator, etc. Family income is the sum total of individual income of all the family members In joint family, consumer behavior is influenced by family income available after meeting all the family requirements. Income expectations in future also influence the buying behavior, consumer behavior. High or low income expectations affect a level of current spending of consumer on comforts of life or luxuries. If there are expectations of less income generation in future, consumer will curtail his present expenditure and he will save more for future. Liquid assets which are held by consumer also affect his buying behavior. Liquid assets are the assets which are either in cash or can be converted into cash in a short period of time. Bank balance, bank deposits, saving certificates, government bonds. These are the few examples of liquid assets. These assets can be used to purchase consumer durables or meet future contingencies. Thus, liquid assets enable a consumer to freely spend his current income. Availability of consumer credit in the form of deferred payment, hire purchase agreement, installment buying, etc., affects consumer buying behavior. Consumer credit, it is a facility provided to consumer by the marketer to purchase the product and make payment in future. Thus, the credit facility enables consumer to buy consumer durables which he would have postponed otherwise due to paucity of funds or resources. Moreover, current income can be used by the consumer in the way he likes. Then comes the living standard, which is enjoyed by the consumer. It also influences his buying behavior. With reduction in income, consumer spending does not reduce proportionately, as it is difficult for the consumer to make compromises in consumption of such goods which are necessary to maintain the living standard he is accustomed to. So he tries to keep up the same standard of living even if his income falls. Then comes the socio-cultural factors. Sociologists are of the view that individual consumers' behavior is affected by a group of individuals known as reference groups, and consumer behavior is also affected by opinion leaders and family. Consumers' buying decisions, these are influenced by social class and culture. So these factors need to be explained in detail. So first take up reference groups. Reference groups are these social, religious, and professional groups that exert direct or indirect influence on consumers' behavior. So these are the small groups to which an individual belongs and seeks their guidance and advice to evaluate his opinions and beliefs. The information provided by these groups on quality of a product or its performance, style, etc. This information acts as a frame of reference for him. So friends, local club members, neighbors, college living groups, these are the primary groups that have a direct influence on individuals' buying decisions. Religious or professional groups are secondary groups that have an indirect influence on individuals' behavior. A word of mouth communication is usually used to pass messages to pass the messages within the group members. Group members provide more relevant and additional information about new arrivals, brands, style, and products which cannot be provided by mass media. So there are also certain aspirational groups that act as reference groups. Consumers does not belong to such groups, but his buying behavior is affected by the lifestyle or opinions of such groups, like sportsmen, successful businessmen, movie stars, models, and political figures. They are the members of such group. So in today's digital environment, a new type of reference group that has emerged is the virtual group, which brings together the people who have different cultures, but they share a common ideology. So these reference groups, they have a strong influence on individual's attitude, his lifestyle, or buying behavior. Then comes opinion leaders. Many a times, persons seek guidance of a particular individual in their group to form an opinion or take buying decisions. Such individual is called opinion leader, who usually acts as informal group leader. So his attitude, actions, and beliefs influence the buying patterns of the group members. So this opinion leader, he sets the trend, uh, tries new products, and then suggests other members to use such products if he has good experience. So obviously the opinion leaders can act as effective agencies of communication on the behalf of marketers if marketing efforts these are directed at opinion leaders. So marketers can be benefited if they are able to impress the opinion leaders. Family also exerts influence on consumer behavior, and it has influence in two ways, that is by influencing consumer personality and his decision making process involved in the purchases. So personal values, buying habits, and attitude of an individual, these are being shaped by family influences. Family members have considerable influence on buying decisions. They play different roles in buying process as initiator or influencer, decider, and or user. More than one role may be played by one family member, means he can be at the same time he can be the decider and the user, or influencer and the decider. So usually the housewives influence the decisions regarding the food and grocery items. Husband and wife, they have joint influence on decisions regarding luxury items. Then children influence the buying decisions relating to toys, clothes, and sports equipments, etc. So due to the different roles of the family members, the marketers, they are interested in knowing that who influences buying, number one, or who takes buying decision, who actually buys, and who uses the products. So this is very important for the marketers. So this will help in formulating appropriate marketing mix. For example, if teenagers in the family, they are the decision makers, then promotion policies will be formulated accordingly. A family life cycle also influences consumption pattern. For example, expenditure on food and clothing generally increases when family expands due to the birth of child. Similarly, other stages like maturation of children, married children leaving home, uh, these have also impact on consumer expenditure patterns. Consumer buying behavior is also influenced by social class. Social class is basically a homogeneous division in society into which families or individuals sharing similar values, lifestyle, and behavior, they can be categorized. And in India, there exists three social classes, that is upper class, then another one is middle class, and one more class is lower class. So one can observe differences in stores visited or products selected and magazines read by people belonging to different social classes. The social classes can be a base for market segmentation also. So it is usually seen that consumers in upper class group, they use products and brands that are clear symbols of their social status. So they can be attracted and retained through product differentiation or premium quality and advertising. Then consumers in middle class group, they use rationality in their purchase decisions. So they make comparison of prices, quality, etc. Before buying any product. So such consumers, they can be influenced through advertisements in newspaper or television. Lower class consumers, they have limited sense of choice making, so they usually make impulse buying. So usually there is no rational decision making or rational buying. Such consumers, they can be attracted through point of purchase materials like window banners or advertising on package, information folders, etc. Culture adds another dimension to the study of consumer behavior. It includes a set of learned beliefs, customs, values, habits, and attitudes that serve to regulate the behavior of members of a society. These values, beliefs, customs are adopted by the society and passed from one generation to the next within that society. Culture has significant influence on patterns of consumption and decision making and shape them right from the infancy. Cultural changes take place due to social position, technological advancements, travel, and education. Marketers must understand the values, rituals, customs, and the language of the culture of their target markets and develop marketing strategies for each culture separately. Within a culture, there exists subcultures on the basis of caste, religion, or region. Cultural and subcultural trends, these do have important implications for market segmentation and designing marketing mix. Psychological factors, these are also very important factors which influence the consumer behavior. Psychologists, they have explained the reasons as to why consumer behaves in a particular manner. So according to them, motivation, perception, learning, attitude, and personality, these are the major psychological factors internal to the individual that affect the uh, buyer's behavior as consumer. Motivation is a driving force within within individuals that impels them to some action. Motivation in consumer, it is related with the reasons that impel him to take certain buying decisions. It is an inner force governing consumer behavior. An individual is motivated by physiological, social, and psychological needs till they are not satisfied. So once these are satisfied, these can't be a motivational source. So individuals should be regarded as a need satisfying mechanism who try to fulfill a set of needs in a sequence reflecting their buying motives. A buying motive, it is basically an urge, prompting a person to purchase decision. For the same behavior, there can be different buying motives like stimulated or aroused needs. So buying motives like safety, pride, fashion, love and affection, comfort, social approval, etc. Thus, the study of motivation helps marketers in finding rationale behind buying behavior. It also helps in market segmentation, product development, product positioning, and advertising creativity. Perception also influences consumer behavior. A consumer acts or reacts on the basis of his or her perceptions. Perception, it is a process whereby stimuli are received by an individual, interpreted by him, and translated into a response. So, in simple words, it is how an individual see the world around him. So, different people exposed to the same stimuli, they will interpret and respond in different ways based on their wants, needs, values, and experiences. So, perception, it is a selective process as it relates to the interpretation of information or to select a response to stimulus. So, in marketing sense, every element of marketing mix, it is a stimulus, and purchase could be a response. Consumer perceptions influence marketing mix also. So, thus, understanding consumer behavior by the marketers, it is definitely essential. So, it is essentially about understanding as well as managing the perceptions. Perceptions change with the time, so managers they can influence or change consumer perception through repetitive exposure. Learning significantly affects consumer behavior. Learning is a process by which consumer acquires purchase and consumption knowledge, usually through observation, discussion, or reading, and experience, and applies them to future related behavior. Most consumer behavior is learned. Learning process involves the interplay of drive, cues, response, and or reinforcement. Drive is a strong internal stimulus impelling action. Cues are external stimuli coming from the market or social environment of consumer, for example, a product or advertisement. So reaction to cue or drive constitutes a response. Reinforcement increases the possibility of similar response in future, that is repeat purchases. Marketers are interested in knowing that how consumers learn about products so that effective promotional strategies can be formulated. Through learning, an individual acquires attitude which influences his buying behavior. Attitude is a state of mind, a learned predisposition to respond in a favorable or unfavorable way to an object. Attitudes develop gradually as a result of experience, so they are difficult to change, but a change in attitude it leads to change in buying behavior. So an understanding of consumer attitudes is essential for the marketers to fit the product into the existing attitudes, or change the attitudes in the favor of the product, or even create new attitudes towards better marketing mix and effective promotion devices. Personality refers to an individual's inner psychological characteristics that determine and reflect how an individual responds to his or her own environment. Personality, it is a set of traits, attitude, habits, beliefs, and outlook. Consumer's personality has impact on his buying decisions. According to Freudian, psychoanalytical Freudian's psychoanalytical theory, consumer purchases are largely a reflection of consumers' own personality. Personality traits such as dependence, impulsiveness, responsibility, creativity, aggressiveness, sociability, etc. So these can determine how people would behave. The study of these personality traits helps the marketers in knowing consumer innovativeness, his preference for uniqueness, and response to different promotional messages. So it guides marketing efforts regarding product positioning and marketing communications. Consumer decision making process, which is also known as buying process. So it is very important to know what is decision making process. It explains how consumer takes purchase decisions. It represents a problem solving approach followed by the consumer, and consists of 5 steps. First step is, that is, recognition of need. Then comes search for information, then evaluation of alternatives that take place, then comes the purchase decision, and the last step in this process is post purchase evaluation. So let us discuss these steps one by one. First is recognition of need. So buying process, it starts when a need is felt for a product due to internal or external stimulus. A need is recognized when consumer faces some problem, or when when the desire for something triggers a latent or hidden need. Recognized needs become the wants. Then consumer tries to fulfill the most pressing or most urgent wants first due to his limited purchasing power. So advertising, packaging, product decision, store locations, window displays. So these are the external stimuli that trigger need recognition in the consumer. So promotion myths not only triggers actual needs and desires of the consumers, but also offers selling points in the buying process. Next step is search for information. Search for information begins when the consumer feels that aroused need should be satisfied by purchase and consumption of a product, but he is not sure about what type of or what brand of the product can provide the best satisfaction. So he may have no idea that from where and how it can be secured. So consumer tries to get information about various models, brands, manufacturers, quality, price, etc. So he collect information from personal or impersonal sources. Personal sources of information include neighbors, friends, relatives, opinion leaders, co-workers, salesmen, and dealers. Impersonal sources include internet, advertisements in television, radio, or newspaper, package label, consumer reports, brochures, press articles, etc. Shopping around, this is another way of collecting external information, and it is usually preferred by women. The duration of information or the duration for information search, it depends on differences between available brands, perceived risk, or consumers past experience with the product category. And marketers, they can assist consumers by providing relevant, reliable, and up to date information through websites, window display, package, advertisements, retail outlets, dealers, salesmen, and testimonials of past customers. The next step is evaluation of alternatives. The collected information is used to evaluate the alternative products or services. Consumer assigns relative weights to the different products and then judges the relative worth of alternatives. The evaluation behavior, it varies with the situation or type of product and intensity of need. The consumer usually considers brand strength, brand image, manufacturer's reputation for the quality, and middleman's reputation, product attributes, after sales services, availability of spare parts, and most importantly, utility value while evaluating or comparing different brands. Price is also used as criteria for evaluating brands, but not an exact price figure. Rather, a price range is used while making comparisons. So marketers, they can assist the consumer in evaluation process by communicating product attributes or by clearly stating their brand's point of differentiation. Next comes a purchase decision. After careful evaluation of various alternative choices, the purchase decision is taken. Purchase decision, it is a judgment made by a consumer on the basis of his attitude, lifestyle, a level of motivation, perception, and learning, which reflects his intention to buy some product. Purchase decisions are influenced by social factors such as attitude of reference group or situational factors such as dealer or middleman's terms, falling prices, availability, loss of job, a bad report about brand from customer at the point of purchase, launch of better product, etc. Perceived risk may influence the purchase decision. A purchase decision may be taken by the actual user or by the buyer. Purchase implies consumer commitment for a product. So practically it is the last stage as it completes exchange activity. So when the purchase is made, it may be a trial or adoption purchase, which subsequently may result in repeat purchases if experience with the product is good. Trial purchase is made by the consumer when he buys a product for the first time and in a small quantity to accumulate the experience. Trial purchase, it is not possible in case of consumer durables such as cars, scooters, air conditioners, etc. The purchased product is adopted and repeatedly used. In such cases, the marketers, they can help the consumer in his purchase decision through product demonstrations or money back guarantees. In case of automobiles, drive can be offered. The last step is the post purchase evaluation. So after using the product, the consumer evaluates its actual performance in the light of his own expectations. When the performance falls below expectations, so it leads to dissatisfaction. However, performance exceeding expectations makes consumer delighted. So it leads to positive word of mouth communication and repeat purchases. In post purchase evaluation stage, the consumer usually tries to reassure himself that whether his choice was right. So he attempts to reduce his post purchase anxiety or doubts, which is also called as cognitive dissonance. So here marketers, they can help in developing confidence about purchase product by monitoring the post purchase usage or emphasizing the product performance, and also through a quick redressal of complaints. So students, let us summarize what we have learned from this module. Consumer behavior is all social, psychological and physical behavior of individuals who are the end users of the products or services as they become aware of, evaluate, purchase, use and tell others about products or services. A consumer behavior is reflected in buying activities and includes communication, purchase and consumption behavior. Consumer behavior is influenced by various factors, and these factors are broadly classified as economic, socio-culture, and psychological factors. As per economists, consumer buying behavior is affected by his personal income, family income, income expectation, level of standard of living, and consumer credit available. Sociologists are of the view that individual consumers' behavior is affected by a group of individuals known as reference groups, opinion leaders, and the family. Consumers' buying decisions, these are also influenced by social class and culture. Psychologists are of the view that there are certain reasons why consumer behaves in a particular manner. According to them, motivation, perception, learning, attitude, and personality, these are the major psychological factors internal to the individual that affect the behavior of an individual as consumer. Consumer behavior essentially refers to decision processes, and consumer decision making process, which is also called as buying process, explains how consumer takes purchase decisions. It represents a problem solving approach followed by a consumer and consists of 5 steps, that is, a recognition of need, search for information, evaluation of alternatives, purchase decision, and post purchase evaluation.